Wrestling 1, Spanish Club 2 years, Math Team 3 years, Stuco 3 years, Art Club 3 years, and Leo Club 4 years. I've seen Harley grow leaps and bounds in the last 2 years of coaching her. Harley has stepped out of her comfort zone for me last year and took on a different role. She has become an all-around player for our team this year. Harley has stepped up as a leader in the game much more this year. She had 37 kills last year and is already at 49 for this year. She had 55 assists last year and is currently at 185. Harley can stay calm when the game gets intense. As a setter, she catches a lot of constructive criticism from me and handles it very well. She smiles and nods and says okay. She's always willing to show the younger girls something that they need to improve on, and she is the first one to come up with a conditioning proposal. Harley will be greatly missed next year. Harley's most memorable moment is in the middle of playing a game at a tournament and the fire alarms went off, so they all went out to the vans and blared music. Harley's plans after graduation are to attend Fort Scott Community College for nail technician school. Harley Long. Number 4, libero, Ava Harmon. Ava is the daughter of Ashley and Heath Harmon. Ava has played volleyball for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, softball for 2, Spirit Squad for 3, Stuco for 4, FCCLA for 4, Leo Club 4, Art Club 4, NHS 3, Math Team 3, and Spanish Club 3. Ava does not get the same stats and credit as many of the other players on the team, but don't let that fool you. She is just as important part of our team and will be extremely missed next year. It takes a very special person to be a libero. Her sole job is to pass every serve that she possibly can get to and sacrifice her body to dive and put herself in front of the hardest hits that any player can hit at her. She gets hit in the face, the shoulders, and turns around and does it all over again. Most players get a 3 rotation break from passing when they're on the net. Ava does not. She comes out for 1 play and goes right back in. She also takes a lot of flack from me when I say you can get to that ball, just throw yourself at it. Ava also holds very high standards for herself. She is texting me in the off season and asking for passing drills and what she can do at home and over the summer to get better. She always wants to know what she can do. Ava had 399 serve receives last year and is already up to 392 this year. 145 digs last year and 170 on the year this year. And last but not least, Ava is willing to step in and play any position in practice as needed. I say, hey Ava, why don't you go play middle? And she does with a smile. Ava will be greatly missed next year. Ava's plans on attending Pittsburgh State University or Oklahoma State University for nursing. Ava Harmon. Number 6, middle blocker, hitter, Caitlin Locke. Katie is the daughter of Stephen Locke and is being escorted by her dad and her Aunt Donna. Katie has played volleyball 4 years, softball 4 years, and basketball 2 years. I've been so fortunate to have the 2 middles of Katie and Katie that I've had for the last 2 years. I could not ask for any 2 better players. They work so hard together and challenge each other to be better each day. Katie brings such a strong presence when she plays the net, from her hitting to her blocking and serving. Katie is a quiet, reserved player who doesn't say a lot out loud, or at least where I can hear her. She tries her hardest every day and will never let you know if she's injured or hurting. She always says, I'm okay, let's go. Last year, Katie was our best server with 26 aces on 340 attempts and had 154 kills. This year, she is at 21 aces on 155 attempts and 155 kills. Katie has stepped up and plays all the way around this year and has received 205 balls and 129 digs as a middle hitter. Katie stands up for what she believes in and expects others to do the same. Katie will be greatly missed next year. Katie's favorite memory is getting pulled over on the way to a basketball game in the school van. Katie's plans for after graduation are to attend cosmetology school. Caitlin Locke. Number 12, outside hitter Gracie Major. daughter of Farah and Kurt Major and is being escorted by her mom and grandma. Gracie has played volleyball for 4 years, basketball for 3, softball for 4, wrestling 1, NHS 2, Stuco 4, Math Team 2, Leo Club 2, Spanish Club 2, Art Club 3, Triumph 3, band for 4 years, and jazz band for 4 years. Gracie is such an amazing all-around person. Gracie is a multi-sport athlete and plays more sports than anyone I know of all at the same time. She had shoulder surgery this summer and has not gotten to play until tonight. Although it will be in a limited capacity, we will take anything we can get. Gracie played Summer League with us this summer at Frontenac, and her hitting and serving was amazing. Gracie does not let anything slow her down. She comes to practice every day and does anything we ask her to, even when I say, hey, step in and coach. Gracie's probably been doing more than she should, but her leadership will be very missed next year. Gracie's favorite memory is pulling into Frontenac tournament at 7 a.m. and blasting the song Get Low with everyone staring at us. Gracie's plans after graduation are to attend Seminole State College on a softball scholarship and major in business and design. Gracie Major. Caitlin Simpson, number 22, middle blocker hitter. Katie is the daughter of Daryl and Laura Simpson. Katie has played volleyball for 4 years, basketball for 2, wrestling 2, softball 4, Stuco 4, Spanish Club 2, Leo Club 3, HOSA 2, Kim Club 2, and band for 4 years. As I said before, we have been so fortunate to have the duo of KT and Katie as middle blockers and hitters for 2 years. Katie brings such a passionate, strong presence when she plays the net, from her hitting and blocking and serving also. Katie is a little more expressive than KT. I love Katie's energy and passion for the game. You do not have to worry about what Katie is thinking or feeling because she will express it. Katie had 131 kills and 41 blocks with 68 blocking assists and 50 touches last year. This year she is at 193 kills, 29 blocks, 50 blocking assists, and 37 touches. Katie is always willing to be my example to show the younger girls how to do things and always wants to make herself better. Katie is one of the hardest workers I've seen. She is always striving to get better and will be greatly missed next year. Katie's most memorable moment is her freshman year while at volleyball practice. 2 upperclassmen got into a screaming fight and left practice. Katie's plans are to attend Crowder College on a softball scholarship and become an occupational therapy assistant. Caitlin Simpson. After pictures, if we can have Carolyn and Earl Eddington come down to the floor. They're not here.
time for Columbus Titan football on Columbus Sports Live. Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by It's time for the Titans on your new home for Columbus High School Athletics, Columbus Sports Live.
And good Tuesday evening. Welcome on in here to Titan Fieldhouse. Here at the side of this senior night here for Titan Volleyball, their final home game of the 2023 season. You were watching earlier. We got senior night festivities underway with the presentation of the senior class by head coach Ryan Layson. Very, very nice indeed. And, you know, she pretty much said it all. She gave stats, and I got to say the past 2 years she's been head coach, she's definitely given one of the better senior night presentations I've seen from coaches. You know, in the winter, they try to do it all at once, same in the fall. And so it typically doesn't work out too well. As far as like coaches getting in personal anecdotes and stuff like that, they really don't have the time because they've got halftime and then they've got other things that are going on, and that really kind of interferes with coaches saying what they want to say. But should be a good one tonight. Columbus on the JV swept 3 out of 5, and the freshmen played there, and I wasn't here in time, so I didn't even get to take a look at the freshmen, but I'm sure they did well. And now it's time for the varsity side. Columbus taking on Galena tonight for senior night in kind of a big fashion. You know, this team, the Columbus volleyball program in general has not had the best success over its entirety. You know, in fact, talking to Coach Layson before the game, I'm going to call her out. She's supposed to send me a couple of texts talking about stats and stuff like that. She never did, so I caught her pregame. But JV has a winning season this year. That is a first in Columbus school history. So that's something to look forward to, is that the JV is actually a winning team this year, and the varsity is right at 500. They're 11-11, and we'll talk more about that and, you know, kind of where their aims are and stuff like that in just a few minutes. We'd like to let you know Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. You don't need to travel for quality, compassionate care with Mercy of Columbus right around the corner. They're local and reliable. That's Mercy of Columbus. You can learn more at mercy.net. We'll take a quick 2-minute break, come back, and get you the Vital Signs pregame show. We'll talk about some of the seniors. We'll talk about some stats from this year so far with the little information that we have on both Columbus and Galena, record-wise and things like that. And we'll also take a look at some matchups going around tonight on the Varsity Sports Live Network and preview the homecoming game against Colgan this Friday. All that and more coming up here on the Vital Signs pregame show. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Volleyball on Columbus Sports Live.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Back, everybody, here as we kick off the Vital Signs pregame show here on Columbus Sports Line. The Titans' execution is vital to their success, and at Vital Signs, they know how important execution is. That's why they help you through the entire process from design to installation. Follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company. Breaking down these two teams, we'll start with Galena first. They are 10-10 overall, just right at 500 on the season. According to Max Preps, that could be completely wrong. Max Preps has never been a reliable source as long as I've been alive, or I guess as long as it existed, and it remains that way to this day. Looking at a couple of the games that are kind of notable on here. They lost in 2 sets to Frontenac. I'm trying to find the one that I had earlier. Oh yeah, here we go. Field Kinley. They beat, it's Coffeyville, by the way, for those who don't know. They beat 2-1, and So that was a game that I kind of noted that, I was kind of surprised looking at Galena's schedule. They've played a list of easier teams, Chautauqua, one of them. They did give Lockwood, Missouri, I don't know anything about, but Missouri schools, typically a lot bigger than Kansas schools, gave them 3-2. So there you go. As far as other, I'm trying to say district, but league matchups, they took on Colgan, lost 2-0, took on Baxter, lost 2-0, but then revenged that later on with a 2-0 series over the Lions. We beat them away in a tournament back on the 16th of September in 2 sets. In other games, I guess we didn't play that game on Thursday the 14th. It was a tie 0-0. They lost in 3 sets to Southeast, who is actually pretty good this year. So, obviously Galena volleyball hasn't had the best. Columbus is also right at 500, 11-11. We went over their past games before. But you know what? Just for, fun and giggles and stuff like that, let's try it again. So some notable games that I kind of looked at here. We beat Baxter at the top of the season back on September 5th, 2-1. We beat Liberal, Missouri 2-1, Cherryville 2-1. We've lost to Girard, Riverton. We covered those games. We also lost to Fort Scott. And then just recently, the most recent game back on the 28th of September, we lost to Girard in 2 sets. So 2 teams that I feel like skill-wise are pretty evenly matched. Maybe Galena, the underdogs. The Bulldogs are the underdogs coming into this one. But, honestly, I feel like both of them are really, if you look on the court, they've got a really young varsity, and that's good for a program that's trying to build something up, and I think that's important to note. For example, looking on the court, a few numbers that you look at, one that stood out to me was Riley Meyer. She's just a freshman, and she's out on the court, and so she's either a really, really good volleyball player, or they're trying to build up a program, or most likely it's a combination of the two, and they're starting some of the better freshmen that come out there. You also look at some of their bigs, their seniors. Megan Fields, we've talked about her a lot. She's a senior this year. You've got Arista Sturgis, Abby Miller. And so there's a few freshmen scattered in there, though, which I noticed. And I think that's interesting for Coach Wesley, as she's going to be trying to build up a program that's going to be successful over years, as is Coach Layson. We'll go ahead and take another quick break, and we'll come back and look at some matchups going on around the area tonight on the Varsity Sports Live Network. We're back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Volleyball on Columbus Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Sally Davis and the staff at Davis Real Estate are lifelong residents of rural Columbus and hometown proud. This gives them the knowledge of the surrounding area and makes Davis Real Estate the best to represent you. Sally is experienced in farmland, commercial, residential, and investment properties. Plus, all listings are posted on multiple sites for maximum exposure. Davis Real Estate, excellent customer service with the least possible amount of stress, expense, and time. Find the property of your dreams with Davis Real Estate.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
When it comes to protecting your family and belongings from the elements, East Avenue Structures has you covered. Second to none quality wood and metal frame buildings, cabins, carports, storm shelters, garages, and even storage containers. Choose from multiple, completely customizable styles. Plus, they're the only builder to determine size using the inside of the building, giving you every inch of space you pay for. With rent to own and finance options, check with them first before you overpay. East Avenue Structures, we have you covered.
Team Threads is here for your school-themed gear. Titan fans through and through, but we can customize your team for you. Screen-printed vinyl and sublimation, embroidery, and rhinestone application. Call to order or just stop in. The store may already have a win. In the heart of Columbus, on the square, Team Threads is the place for your school flair.
Team Threads, 119 West Maple in Columbus. Call 620-429-4402.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
Back here on the Vital Signs pregame show here for this volleyball matchup between the Columbus Titans and the Galena Bulldogs. We'd like to let you know about some games going on around the Varsity Sports Live Network. And how we're going to do that is we're going to go to this handy-dandy screen mirror here, and I can show you exactly how to get to the website. This is something that we're really trying to promote this year. It is a great place to look at all athletics going on that we will cover, at least for Columbus and surrounding schools. So, for example, if you want to know about Baxter, Galena, Girard, this is the place to do it, and hopefully other schools in future years. Obviously, these are the games going on today. Columbus taking on Galena in a volleyball matchup. Girard is at Colgan. If you want to preview that game, oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to go back to when that didn't happen, and you can go back and look at the broadcast and see what's going on. Same with Spring Hill and Blue Valley. Taking on each other in a soccer matchup. You've got Lewisburg and Tonganoxie in a volleyball matchup as well. There's games going on Thursday, October 5th, a volleyball matchup between Paola and Pittsburgh, which obviously we can't see because it's not live, and then Tonganoxie is taking on Lewisburg in a soccer game. For those, I got a couple of questions why we didn't cover any soccer this year. Well, our soccer team is strictly JV now, and that's just due to lack of numbers, and most schools around here don't even have a program, so we're still lucky to at least keep ours. But if you look up here, it says Varsity Sports Live, highlighted in blue. That means that we're strictly varsity teams. So we did not cover the JV game, we did not cover the C game, and things like that. On Friday, we have, of course, Friday Night Football here in the Sunflower State. A really big matchup between Columbus and Colgan. We're just going to wait and see on that one. Girard, also another big matchup, taking on Iola as Girard got shut out by Prairie View last Friday. Galena is at Parsons looking for their first win of the season. Parsons looking to remain undefeated. Baldwin will take on Osawatomie. Eudora is at Schlegel. I'm sure that's how you pronounce that. Lewisburg is at Tonganoxie. Paola is taking on Spring Hill. And we already covered that one. So as you can see, the list of schools down here continues to grow. And it's something that we really want to promote. So varsitysportslive.com. Also, a good way to keep informed with it is to just go to USD493.com. And if you go to the school's webpage, this little button right here on the right-hand side that says Titan Sports Live will take you directly to this page. Also, this number down here at the bottom, that's something that I do want to address. Obviously, numbers aren't everything when it comes to covering. We want to make sure that everybody gets fair exposure. As far as sports go, there are some sports that obviously people are not going to want to watch compared to others. This being a good comparison is volleyball and football. Football obviously gets a lot more viewership than volleyball does. And while it's understandable, we're not asking for football numbers on volleyball games. It is unfortunate to see that, the stands here on the home side, the mezzanine is not open tonight, but the low stands are almost full, but that is Galena and Columbus fans. And that's unfortunate to see, in my opinion, especially with the low numbers that we have here as far as volleyball goes. It's not really about me anymore getting the viewership numbers. It's about making sure, I'm not saying this program's going to die, but getting its exposure. Come out to a volleyball game once in a while. Obviously this season you can't. This is the last game, but share the link with friends. Talk with people. Get them to watch Titan Volleyball, even if it's because you hate me on the mic. Mute the stream and watch it so that way you can get at least some updates on what's going on. And like I said, obviously I know people are not going to. There's not going to be as many people that want to watch volleyball as football. I understand it. But I think it's important for teams to get exposure around here, the ones that we can cover. Obviously, we cannot be at every game. Otherwise, I'd have to quit my full-time job. But, it does make sense that football is more highly rated. But I think the numbers that we have for volleyball this year, except for maybe one game, are too low. And I think, even if we just mute the stream and forget about me for 2 minutes, we really should get more exposure. Like, for example, in softball last year, we got bigger numbers than I thought we'd ever get. As far as, the regional coverage goes, Columbus, out of the entire Varsity Sports Live network, has the most views in a spring sport broadcast, double, which is great. I love that exposure, and I love that we were able to provide that, and it makes me happy to know that people were able to get that didn't live in Columbus or couldn't make it to the game. That's why we do this. Same with football. And we try to do that every year. We try to get better every year. Obviously, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't put out what we intend to, but you know what? That's just a part of being a broadcaster. You're not going to have your best game every night, just like a team won't have its best game every night. But I'll stop rambling, and we'll take another quick break, and we'll come back with the start of this one. Columbus and Galena coming your way here on Columbus Sports Live. This is Titan Volleyball.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back. I want to thank everybody for joining us here this evening so far tonight as the action between Columbus and Galena getting ready to get underway here.
Welcome to Senior Night and Peak Out for Columbus Titans. In observation of October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Mercy Hospital Columbus along with Mercy Mobile Mammogram Unit sponsored the jerseys for tonight's game. And they also bring you important facts about what you need to know when it comes to breast cancer. According to the Susan G. Komen Foundation, breast cancer is the most common cancer among women in the U.S., and new breast cancer diagnosis happens every 2 minutes. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 8. Due to the improvements in early detection and treatment, there is a 43% decline in breast cancer death rate between 1989 and 2020. What can you do to protect yourself? Have a mammogram every year starting at age 40 if you're at average risk. Have a clinical breast exam at least every 3 years starting at age 20 and every year starting at age 40. Pay attention to the changes and keep regularly scheduled appointments with your doctor. Men can also be diagnosed with breast cancer, so changes in pain or lumps in the breast or chest area should be examined. If you are due for a mammogram and want to get that taken care of quickly and conveniently, the mobile mammo bus is back and ready to help. As quickly as 15 minutes, you can be on the bus and back on your busy day. Visiting Mercy Hospital Columbus this coming Friday, October 6th, call 417-556-2273 to schedule your appointment and to find out upcoming dates and locations. A note of hope. There are more than 4 million breast cancer survivors in the U.S. and nearly 7 million in the world. Together with early detection and screening, we hope to make it 100% survival rate. Good luck.
There you go, a personal note from Coach Layson about the
Galena's non-starters, and then Columbus's non-starters, and then the starters for this evening. For Galena,
Just when I thought she'll get the starting lineup for you.
Sophomore, Dakota Bennett. Senior, Megan Fields. Senior, Haley Hayes. Columbus's non-starters. Freshman, Tatum Kirk. Sophomore, Trinity Adaremos. Sophomore, Trinity Green. Junior, Ruby Stover. Junior, Tori Tedlock. Galena's starters. Freshman, Kylie Myers. Freshman, Weslyn Russell. Junior, Riley Boyes. Junior, Taryn Colson. Senior, Arista Sturgis. And senior, Abby Miller. Columbus's starters. Junior, Katie Mooney. Senior, Harlan Long. Senior, Katie Locke. Senior, Ava Harmon. Senior, Gracie Major. Senior, Katie Simpson. Okay, if everybody would rise for the national anthem.
We will pause for the national anthem. We are back in 90 seconds.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
As one of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
We'll have everybody back with us here. It is inked out, as you heard from Coach Layson, and of course, senior night. So we got the starters, and then we'll get ready for tonight's matchup. Hope you enjoyed the little logo down there at the bottom of the screen. Of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our presenting sponsor, Mercy Hospital, of course, always good in treating patients. We got the mammogram van always available. You heard Coach Layson talk about just moments ago. Apologize for the extended break. I said 90 seconds, but it was more like 2 minutes. Phone didn't work. Of course, right? Right when you're getting ready to play the national anthem, the phone decides not to connect to Bluetooth or whatever, or the aux cord, one of the two. Anyway, we got tonight's starting lineups out there as I try to remember their names. Columbus coached by Ryan Layson and assisted by Sydney Donaldson and Jessica Scott. They are dressed out in gray with pink letters and numerals. Galena tonight in their Road Navy jerseys with white letters and numerals. They're coached by Melissa Wesley, assisted by Tara Bailey and Shelby Negron. Here's the coaches get set. Tell you what, man, I got a fear of heights. I would hate to be the coach that sits on top of that ladder. I don't really want to call it a ladder. It's 3 steps, but I know people are going to call me and went for that, but I'll tell you what, even crawling to the top of the Afton stands a few weeks ago, I mean, it just messed me up. Thinking you're going to fall down. Feel bad for the coaches that were on top of the booth. And there we go. Wondering why we have a delay. And a very nice serve back deep was number 13, Riley Meyer. The freshman. Now that's surprising. Very good start. See if she can do it again. And man, she is perfecting that serve. That's a little scary start. Like I said, I think Coach Wesley trying to get this program set up. It's a 2-0 start from Galena off. It just serves from Riley Meyer. This one Tedlock finally hits up, so it's able to be saved. And that one hit into the net by Harmon. That'll make it a 3-0 start from Galena. Columbus has beat Galena in 2 sets on a separate occasion. Tonight, Galena looking for a little revenge. Columbus looking to remain perfect against the Bulldogs. Hit over by Simpson, and was tapped out of bounds. And Columbus gets on the board. Three to one. There's a hit over, set by Meyer. Hit over by Sturgis. Or no, excuse me, that was Russell, number 20. That one hit over by number 14, Colson. Nice kill there. It'll make it 4-1, Galena. Bulldogs hit over by Sturgis. Hit by Tedlock over to Long. Long sets it over. Sturgis will bump it up. Meyer will set it up. Hit over by Colson. Or excuse me, that was Russell. That one hit over by Long, and point will go to Columbus. Makes it a 4-2 game. Galena still on top early on. Ava Harmon back deep to serve for. There we go. Going it over, set by Meyer. That one was hit over by number 15, Riley Boyce. Makes it 5-2. Westland Russell back deep to serve for Galena. Now a high hit by Lop. Almost went on top of the vent. Set by Russell. Once again by Meyer. Spiked over by Boyce. And Columbus tried to get a hold of it. Could not. Makes it 6-2 Galena. Columbus a little out of sorts here in this one. Galena kind of taking control early on. That one set over by Major. And she couldn't get it over the net. That makes it 7-2 Galena. Also like to mention, she was a part of senior night. If you didn't hear about it earlier, Gracie Major is playing tonight. They're going to limit her capacity, like they said. She's using one arm as she had shoulder surgery and wants to be able to play softball this year. Big key for her to play softball because, well, number one, she's really good. We need her. But number two, she signed, I believe, Seminole College to play softball on a scholarship. So senior season very important there. That one barely or tried to be set over by number 11, Abby Miller, the senior. Makes it 7-4. As I was talking there, Columbus must have got a point. Happens. And that one, Galena could not save it as it was still in bounds. That was once again Miller trying to go for the save. It makes it 7-5. Columbus kind of catching up here in this opening set of this varsity matchup. Simpson serves it over, and it couldn't be saved. Trying to get the save was Riley Boyce, number 15. And Columbus is in within one here. After a hot start by Galena, Columbus has kind of caught up with him here in this one. That was Polson. Send it over for the Bulldogs. Stover will send it over for Columbus. There's Meyer. And she set it up for number 11, Abby Miller. And Miller spiked it out of bounds, and it'll make it 7-7, a tie game here, as Columbus is caught up with an early Bulldog lead. That one out of bounds off the serve from Simpson. And that will make it 8-7. Galena retakes it. One of the things I honestly kind of love about volleyball is just the fact that, points are scored so easily, the crowd in general. I mean, for example, especially when it's going to be close and it's going to be close, it's in the 20s. I mean, one little point can decide anything. Well, of course, it's got to be by 2, but, just the reaction from even something like that, it's crazy. You don't see something like that in any other sport except maybe basketball when it's really close. Harley Long back deep to serve it. It is tied 8-8, and I believe that one was hit out of bounds by a Bulldog. It should be 9-8. So Columbus with their first lead here in this opening set. Final home game for the Titans. And that one hit out of bounds by number 12, Arista Sturgis. And Columbus with a 2-point lead now, and Galena's kind of, well, they haven't fallen apart. They're still only down by 2, but, you know, Columbus has managed to corral themselves back within this one. There's Fields. Set up by Miller. There's Long, sets it up for Lopp on the spike. Saved by number 31, Isabella West. And hit out of bounds by Galena again, and that makes it 11-8. So Columbus finally showing some life on both offensive and defensive ends. Long still on the serve. That one hit out of bounds by Miller. As Coach Wesley not exactly happy with that one, it doesn't look like, and it is 12-8. So Columbus trying to gain themselves a comfortable lead here in this first set. Set over by Long. That one hit over by West. Out of bounds, or excuse me, Columbus hit it out of bounds, and that'll make it 12-9. That one barely hit into the net. That was a nice serve from Riley Boyce. That was almost like a trick play there. Makes it 12-10. Those serves are just impossible. Usually they're not intended. The serves that Meyer was given earlier are typically the ones that are intended, that are just right into the ground. Columbus could not save that one, and now Galena's catching back up. It is 12-11, a 1-point game. So I don't know if it's nerves on senior night or something like that. And that one was out. Makes it 13-11. As Gracie Major, for the first time this year, will be back deep to serve. Finally getting some recognition in for her. That one set up. Sturgis will knock it over for the Bulldogs. High hit. Lopp taps it over and hit by Galena. And they couldn't contain it. And it'll make it 14-11. Columbus trying to crawl away again. Been a back and forth affair so far in this opening set. Columbus has had the lead now for the longest time, though, even though they didn't start with it by any means. Major, nice serve. See, it's crazy. She comes in for one game and is already doing well. Not rusty. That's what you like to see in a high school athlete. Not sure what happened there. Galena's kind of contesting a couple of things. Makes it 15-11. Coach Wesley, I don't know, maybe thought it was a reach over the net or something like that. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't know why coaches get mad in volleyball. And Major will knock that one in the net, make it 15-12. Columbus still on top. Number 9, who is not on a roster for... Oh, no, it's Kendall Hunt. I'm sorry. That was who was back deep serve. She placed 2 numbers, so it kind of got me confused. Set over by Harmon, and Galena could not find it. And that makes it 16-12. That one set up, hit over by Russell. And Galena will call timeout. It is 17-12. We will take it with them. We're back in 1 minute. This is Columbus Titan Volleyball on Columbus Sports Live.
Banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Said 1 minute. Coach Wesley, well, she used about most of it, but that's the thing. We don't get TV timeouts in high school volleyball. It doesn't exist. So we got to work with what we got. KT Lott back deep to serve for Columbus. Nice hit over the net. Tap by Sturgis. Fail on the setup by Kendall Hunt. And that makes it 18-12. Yep, 17-13. Okay. I don't know where they got 13 from, but you know, whatever. There we go. 18-13. I think that's actually the score now. That was Megan Fields. Could not get to it. And Columbus gets another point. 19-13. So, you know, that's one of the things that I've seen this team do several times. Rally behind a deficit. They're doing it again here tonight. And that one hit out of bounds by Arista Sturgis. 20-13. Columbus trying to close this opening set in. There's Long. Taps it over for Mooney. Simpson, nice spike over the net. That one's still saved. I didn't think that was saved. I didn't even see it. I thought it hit the ground. Nice save by Galena. That was number 15, Riley Boyce on that one. There's Mooney, high hit. Long will set it up for Mooney once again. Taps it over, out of bounds. And Galena will earn that one after a very nice save from Riley Boyce. Got to give her credit. I did not expect that one to be saved. I was getting ready to type the point in. 20-14, Columbus up by 6. One hit out of bounds by Columbus, I believe. Makes it 20-15. As once again, Riley Meyer back to serve for Galena. Serves it over well. She's just a freshman. That's the scary part about her. And nice setup from Meyer to Coulson. And Galena starting to catch up once again. They're down by 4. Columbus still on top. Meyer still back to serve for the Bulldogs. Now one hit over, set up. Meyer once again with the setup, hit over by Coulson. Same duo that got him last time. And that one blocked by number 20, Russell. She serves it over once again. Columbus retains it. There's Mooney, nice spike over. And that was out of the hands of Kendall Hunt, too high for her. And Columbus will earn that one in very nice fashion. 21-16 here in set 1. There's Katie Mooney on the serve, set up by Meyer, spiked over by Russell, blocked by Simpson. That one saved by Hunt. And they'll go over the mezzanine. That's scary, considering I've got like $2,000 worth of equipment on the table. I think the golden rule for me is keep it out of the mezzanine, you know. Columbus will earn that one, to say the least. 22-16, the current score. And that one hit over. Just a soft tap, and Columbus gets it. And I think Galena kind of faltering there in some unforced errors that probably normally don't happen. Mooney once again serves it over. She wasn't happy with the serve, look on her face. Sturgis will send it over for the Bulldogs. Mooney sets it up for Long. Long, nice spike, and I'm just going to be completely honest, I have no idea. It is a point for Columbus. I'm not going to argue with it, but I legit have no idea why that was called. I guess a player stepped over the line or something like that. Galena earns that one. It is 24-17. That's hit by Tedlock. Spiked over by Simpson. I think she stepped over the line. Unfortunate call. There's Mooney. Set over by Long. There's Meyer. Meyer sets it up for Russell. Blocked by Simpson again. She's had a couple of good blocks this game so far. Several on the season. And KT Lopp tried to save that one. She could not. Makes it 24-19. Columbus 1 point away. Galena trying to hang on. I wonder if this was the strategy. Anticipation. Making the crowd wait for the win. And nice spike by Katie Simpson, and they're going to call it fair. And that will end the first set. Columbus wins it 25-19 over Galena here on Pink Owl in senior night. And we will switch sides, or they will switch sides, excuse me. We will take a commercial break, and we're back with the second set after this 1 minute timeout.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
We're back here, getting ready to start this second set. Columbus wins the first one 25-19 over the Galena Bulldogs in a game that was originally controlled by Galena. They really controlled the offense coming up, or starting out, and then they eventually started to falter. Columbus had a few unforced errors in the beginning. Galena had a few unforced errors in the end, and that was really the difference in the game. Galena did manage to try to crawl back into it late in the set, but unfortunately, I guess fortunately for Columbus, they were just too far into it. They had a little bit of momentum built up, especially here on senior night. That's the thing. I've learned the difference between homecoming and senior night. Coaches hate homecoming, but they love senior night. That's just what I've learned, because senior night, you've got the motivation, you've got, the energy. When you've got homecoming, there's a day full of festivities, people get distracted. There's stuff that goes on after with the dance. That's most of the time where the players' mindsets are, is the dance. Before the games, before the game's even been played, that's typically where the mindsets of the players are. And that's the unfortunate thing. But they're high school kids, and, that's just what you got to expect out of them. There's Coach Layson. We got her back. Everything's good. And Katie Mooney started us out with a nice serve, and Columbus gets on the board first as Galena didn't recognize that one. It'll be a 1-0 lead here in this in the second set, excuse me. That one saved by, I believe, Boyce. That one hit over by Lopp, way far out of bounds. Galena gets on the board with a point. Riley Meyer back deep to serve. And barely went over the net. She's had some scary serves tonight as far as, just their ability goes. And KT kept that one in barely. She was a little shocked. She was like, I don't know if I kept that one in the area or not. In the boundary. That's the word I'm looking for. See, the problem is that when I do volleyball games, words do not come to me. I'll just be straight with people. Wish they did, I truly do, but often they don't. Major back deep to serve for Columbus, and unfortunately it goes out. You honestly cannot get mad at Gracie Major because she hasn't played the entire year. This is her first game and her last game of the season. Just because of, her shoulders and stuff like that, and she tries to dive for that one, and she'll take a rest. She obviously wants to be able to play softball in the spring, and considering how last year's state performance went, I definitely want her there as well. So, serve by Arista Sturgis. That one goes out of bounds, and Galena, you got a little bit of a lead going on here. Sturgis still on the serve for the Bulldogs, and that one couldn't get over the net. Makes it 4-2. Or no. Makes it 4-3. Okay. Again. See, now I'm all jumbled up. Game tied. 4-all here. I missed that one, and that one could not be saved by Riley Boyce. Try to get the diving save. Columbus back with the lead 5-4. KT Lopp once again on the serve. She'll knock it over, and they gave the point to Columbus on that one. I'm not sure why. There are some of these where I'm just like, I literally don't get it, but that's okay. That's why I do these games, is to learn. I learn a little more every season. This is my first season doing it solo, so appreciate everybody bearing with me. Meyer sets it up for Russell. Gets over the net. That one's set over by Boys. Nice hit over by Harmon, but it is out. That'll make it 6-5. Columbus still with a 1-point lead. Meyer sets it up for Abby Miller. Columbus couldn't cover that one up. And that ties the game at 6-all. There's Russell. Long, over to Mooney. Stover hits it up. That was Sturgis on the save. Meyer sets it up for Colson, and Colson with a nice kill. That'll make it 7-6. Galena back on top. Now, this one a little bit closer than the first set was, at least this early on. It was Galena had a decent lead, and Columbus had a decent lead. Now it's pretty much back and forth fair. There's Mooney. Sets it up for Stover. Stover barely gets it over the net. Meyer will set it up for Boyce, hit over by Colson, and that combo between Meyer and Colson has been lethal tonight for Columbus's defense. That makes it 8-6. Tori Tedlock back into the game for Columbus. Takes out Harley Long. Tedlock herself also recovering from recent injuries that prevented her from playing softball last season. She's finally able to get back into it this year, hopefully. Should be behind the plate as the catcher. And Columbus will earn a point there. Makes it 8-7. There's Long on the serve. She'll set it up. Meyer sets it up for Colson. Combo gets him every time. I'd run that same thing if I was Coach Wesley, but 9-7. I'm not sure if we've ever actually gotten a point off of a setup from Meyer and then an attempted kill by Colson or a spike. It's worked every time. As Major back into the game using one arm. Maggie to serve for Galena is Dakota Bennett. The sophomore. Nice serve over the net, hit up by Harmon. Set up by Long, nice spike by Simpson, but it doesn't clear the net. And it makes it 10-7. So Galena with a 3-point lead here in the middle of this second one. Mooney over to Long. Galena fighting to save it. There's Abby Miller that sets it over for the Bulldogs. Here's Long. One-handed from Major. She couldn't get it over, and that makes it 11-7. Almost faltering here a little bit. Not getting the right, I guess, wrist formation on the ball. Harmon saved that one. It might have been out. I'm not sure. Good to save anyway, just in case. Hit over by Miller. This one couldn't clear the net. Makes it 11-8. So Columbus trying to get back within this one. As Trinity Green comes in to replace Ava Harmon. Like the fact that Coach Layson goes into a bench a little bit, give him some room. There's Megan Field, and that one was out, I believe. Well, they gave the point to Galena. I guess it wasn't out. I'm going by what the official scoreboard says. If I missed it. That one set over by Boyce. There's Long. Sets it up for Trinity Green. Nice save there in the back from Arista Sturgis. Hit over by Miller. That one barely inside. Makes it 13-8. So Galena kind of rallying by a little offensive rally here. Okay, it's 13-9. 12-9. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, every time I trust the scoreboard, I'm on the right side. I don't mean to brag about myself, but yeah. I'm going to stop trusting the scoreboard. No offense to who's ever run it. Coach Sapper, Coach Walters down there. Both great people. Not trying to throw shade. Miller hits it over to Harmon. Kill from Lopp, a little too... Oh, they gave it to her. I guess it was barely in bounds. Line judge says so. That's all that matters. 12, 11. 11? Okay, now I'm all confused. We'll go with it. I'm not going to contest anything. That's Miller. Sets it up for Colson. Sent over by Arista Sturgis. And Galena trying to keep their lead here, 13-11. High hit. There's Long. Over to KT Lopp, and another good spike. Makes it a 1-point game. Galena still on top. Mooney once again back deep to serve. That was Boyce that set it up. Fields will send it over. Green sets it up for Lopp. They go on the spike once again. KT Lopp on fire. And that ties the game, 13-all. That one's sent over by Taryn Colson. Man, Colson on offense has been unstoppable for Columbus. They just cannot find her. So Galena back up by one. Meyer back deep to serve. As a freshman, she's scary. I'll just say it like that. That's a player, Riley Meyer, you want to watch coming up in the next few years of Galena volleyball. I'm telling you, just by the way she served coming out in the opening set, that's ugh. She's certainly going to be one to watch. Back she comes in clutch there and saves that one as it's sent over by Colson. Nice block there by Russell. Ball still in play. Columbus keeps it alive. And Galena having a little trouble on the offensive end in the backcourt. And it should make it 14-15. I haven't kept up with the score. That was my fault. Trinity Green back deep to serve for Columbus at this point. There's Meyer to Russell. Nice spike from Green, a little high, and KT Locke tried to spike it over, could not. It's okay, she's had several good spikes tonight, and that does tie the game once again. So like we said earlier, a much closer affair here in this one. That one tapped over by Russell. And KT Locke tried to get it over, and she couldn't find it. And those are the ones that kind of annoy you. I'm sure those are the ones that annoy Coach Layson most, when it's just some unfortunate errors on the offensive side. Galena on top by 1, 16-15. Nice diving save by Simpson. Set over by Stover. And it might have been out, but Galena went for it. I think it was barely in. Ties the game once again, 16. It'll be a close one. Both teams keep up the pace. This one might go on for a little bit. That one barely sent over. Meyer's the one that saved it. I believe that was Harmon on the serve. There's Long. Simpson sends it over. Saved by number 31, Haley Hayes. First time we said her name tonight. Or in the second set, I'm sorry. There's Stover. And that one barely out of bounds. Makes it 17-16. The line judge had to back out of the way on that one. 17-16, Galena with a 1-point lead. They've kind of it's been tied a couple of times, but Columbus hasn't had the lead in a decent bit. That's Weston Russell on the serve for Galena. There's Mooney over to Stover. She sends it over with a soft hit, and Boys tried to spike it over the net, could not. Ties it once again, 17-17. Galena back on top by 1. Dakota Bennett on the serve for Galena. Spiked over by Major, and there she goes. Got a kill on senior night. Definitely good for her, especially considering she hasn't played all year. Makes it 18 all. More importantly, ties it up for Columbus. And she'll be back deep to serve. Wow, that went into the net. Good power on it, just a little short. Galena once again with a 1-point lead, 19-18. Like I said, both teams keep up this pace. This could go on for a little bit. It's 7:36 and it's dark outside. I forget that's how it works in October. And that one's out. Tied once again at 19. Neither team. It seems like Galena gets a 1-point lead, and then Columbus ties it up, and then Galena once again with a 1-point lead, and it's just been that kind of altering affair all night. Colson, and there you go. Galena gets a 1-point lead back. Columbus cannot take the lead, and Galena can't hold on to it by more than 1. Like I said, this could go on for a decent bit, providing both teams keep up this pace. There's Simpson. Hit over by Lopp. Saved by Boyce. And Fields tried to hit it over, and I think she did. And now Galena with a 2-point lead. That one hit over by Harmon. Set up by Long, and that one sent into the net by Katie Simpson. And now Columbus starting to falter a little bit, and Coach Layson will call timeout. Try to regroup her squad here before they get down by a big decimate. We'll take it with her. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan Volleyball.
Let me ask you this. How many of you think you are paying too much for insurance? Have you checked with a different agent in a while? I'm Corey Tedlock with Tedlock Insurance. I've become an independent agent to give my customer options. Here at Tedlock Insurance, we have multiple companies to help with all your insurance needs. Send me a message on Facebook or call or text at 620-674-1286 for a quick quote and see if you can start saving money today.
Back here, pink out senior night. And that serve, I'm not sure who was on the serve, but it goes out of bounds and is back to a 2-point game. Galena on top. Need a good serve here. Katie Mooney back deep. Nice hit over. Attempted spike by Galena, sent over by Mooney. Saved in bounds by Galena. Interesting there. I thought that was out for sure. Russell sends it over for the Bulldogs. Hit over by Lopp, and that one spiked out by Boyce. Goes out of bounds, makes it a 1-point game, 22-21. So Columbus back within one here after Galena got a little 3-point rally. Mooney with another good serve over the net. There's Russell, sends it over, good save by Simpson. Mooney fast to get that one over, as that one was Haley Hayes on the save in the backcourt. Megan Fields somehow gets it over. She had a couple of lucky sets over the net tonight. Hayes sets it up. Colson sets it up for Sturgis. Moved out of bounds, and it ties it once again at 22. Looks like the timeout was worth it, and I believe that was Coach Wesley that's going to call timeout as Columbus has tied it once again. This time we'll take it with Galena's head coach. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Titan Volleyball.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Back here, pink out senior night in Titan Fieldhouse, Columbus, Kansas. Ready for this ending of the second set. Columbus can win it. I think it's best out of 3. Columbus could win it. Galena could tie it at 1-1 overall. And that one couldn't be saved by Columbus. A couple of off hits, and Galena will take a 1-point lead. Both coaches called a timeout, tried to regroup things. I actually do not know, one thing interesting, I do not know how many timeouts a coach gets in volleyball. That just dawned on me. I don't understand. I don't know the rules on that. And nice kill by KT Lopp. She has been impressive tonight on the offensive end. Ties it again at 23. So a good one here tonight in Columbus. Columbus wins this set. It'll put them one away. And a nice, easy hit by KT Lopp. And right at the end, Columbus takes the lead by 1. So this could be match point, or we could be playing a 26. We'll find out. And I believe Galena's coach called another timeout. She's trying to make sure her squad doesn't lose it here in the latter part of this second set. We'll take it with her. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Titan Volleyball.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
There we go. Could be match point sent over by Russell, and we are playing a 26 as that one cannot be saved by Katie Simpson. We apologize getting back a little late. Wanted to let that commercial finish out. But it's tied 24 all. We are playing to 26. So Coach Wesley's timeout kept her team in it. Nice serve over by Sturgis. Barely goes over the net. Rooney sets it up for Stover. And Galena hits it out of bounds. And Columbus back on top by 1. Could be match point here, or we could be playing a 27. Like I said, it could go on for a while. We'll see. One team might lose momentum here. It all just depends. Lop. KT Lop sets it over and doesn't clear the net. So we're playing a 27. I'm going to stop saying what we're playing to. I think I'm jinxing it is what's going on. I really do. That was pretty rare for KT to not get it over the net. Nice serve by Russell. Rooney sets it up for Simpson. One saved by Sturgis. Meyer sets it up for Abby Miller. Saved by Columbus. Sent over by Stover. And Galena finds a little hole in the offense and cannot rally behind a hit. And this could be match point with Columbus winning it. We could be playing a 28. Got to be won by 2. Long with serve, sets it over the net. That one's sent over by Riley Boyce. There's Long. Simpson on the chill, out of bounds. Oh, no, they're saying it was inbounds. Okay. I was wondering why the reaction was so positive from us. And Columbus will win this one. I don't know if they're playing a 5 or if they're just doing best of 3. And considering they're switching sides, I'm assuming they're playing a 5. Yep. So Columbus 1 win away from taking the set. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Titan, or excuse me, probably 2 minutes. This is Titan Volleyball on Columbus Sports Live.
As one of the oldest banks in Southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can. Croc-Can has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Croc-Can employees, for making us the best.
Back here with the start of this third set. Oh no, it is not 1-1. Apologize. I messed that up. I knew what it was, and I did. Sometimes you just screw things up. So will the broadcasting. Meyer back deep to serve for Galena. Dangerous serve once again. She's been able to prove that dominance as she sets it up for Colson. That's been a powerful combo. Blocked by Simpson. That one set over in an angry fashion by Russell. That one hit over by Tedlock. Meyer sets it up once again. And that one hit out of bounds by a couple of Titans, and that will give Galena the first point. Oh, excuse me, first point. Well, that was not good. Meyer once again on the serve. That one saved by a couple of Bulldogs. Hit over by Russell in an angry fashion, and Galena will have the point. That makes it 2-0. Galena on a little early rally here. Meyer still on the serve, barely be able to be saved by Harmon. Simpson also on it. Hayes hits it and cannot save it, and Columbus will earn their first point. So I believe they're playing a 5. Only reason why they'd be playing this third set, but that one out of bounds. There's a 3-1 Bulldog lead. No one sent over by Arista Sturgis. Yep. Small hit over by Mooney if she backs out of the way. One hit over by Colson, blocked by Simpson. Several good blocks tonight from her. They're going to try the same thing, and Simpson cannot get the block off that time. That time the Meyer-Colson duo works. Makes it 4-1, Galena. Now one hit over by Sturgis, over to Long. Hit by Major, and it was blocked, but it was out of bounds. That makes it 5-1. Does it? There we go. Tell you what, I am watching that scoreboard like a hawk. 4-2. And that one hit out of bounds, and Columbus is within 1. Early on in this third set. Also, I hope for everybody watching tonight that there is some crowd noise. We've got a temporary solution. It's not permanent. As the crowd mic noise that you hear is literally being picked up by the camera. So I'm trying not to talk too loud as I don't want my voice getting echoed by the camera. Makes sense? I hope so. That one couldn't be saved off the serve from, I think, Gracie Major. Nice serve, and Columbus takes the lead by 1, 5-4. Good serve once again, and Sturgis could not get it. And for a lady that has not played all season long, certainly doesn't show it here tonight. 6-4. Major on back-to-back good serves. That one a little high and out of bounds. She put too much power on that one. That makes it 6-5. Columbus still with a 1 point lead. That was Russell that hit it over. Over to Mooney. Sent over by Long. Oh. And that was Riley Boyce that set it up for nobody. Nobody was home. It makes it 7-5 Columbus. There's Sturgis. That was Meyer that set it up. Over to Long. Tedlock will push it over. Meyer once again sets it up for Colson. That spot has barely been hit, and Columbus was lucky to have somebody home there in that instance. And that one just didn't play. Makes it 7-6. So another close one early on in this first set here. That one barely over the net for Miller. There's Mooney, set over by Stover. And good strategy there. Found an open gap in the defense. Just a soft hit over the net, and that's what did it. 6-8, Columbus with the lead by 2. That one was sent over by Riley Boyce. And that was Megan Fields that tried to save it for Galena. Keep it in bounds. She could not. Makes it 9-6. Columbus with a 3-point lead here early on in this third set. Oh, and that one went off the basketball goal. And cannot be saved. It is a 10-6 Titan lead, and Coach Wesley takes a timeout. Tries to regroup her squad here in this one. We'll take it with her. We're back in 1 minute. This is Titan Volleyball.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Kink out. Senior night here in Columbus. There's Fields with a soft tap that sends it over. Mooney saves it deep. And Long with a nice hit. Saves it, keeps it in play. That one hit over by Riley Boyce. There's Long. Sets it up for Stover. Nice spike. And that was Haley Hayes. That could not save it. A nice work there from the junior, Ruby Stover. Makes it 11-6. (12-6) Columbus. Not a comfortable lead by any means, but a decent lead at 6 point, the largest that any team has led in a while since that opening set. That's Sturgis. There's Fields that gets it over for the Bulldogs. Spike from KT Lott blocked, and Columbus's offense, faltered. Went off of mini Titans, and that makes it 12-7. And Katie Simpson sent that one into the net. Makes it 12-8, and some unforced errors have kind of allowed Galena to try to push themselves back into this. It is 12-8, 5-point deficit. Columbus on top. That one tapped over by Long, saved by Miller. Long sets it up for Lopp once again, and that one hit out of bounds by Riley Boyce. Makes it 13-8. Or no, 12-9. I guess somebody stepped over the line or something. Like I said, I don't know volleyball. Just being honest. And that one, for some reason, saved by Galena. I'm not entirely sure why. We'll take it, though. 13-9. Pretty sure that was going to be out either way. Nice serve by Stover. Hit out of bounds by Boyce. Saved by Russell. And Boyce will send it over for the Bulldogs. Oh, and a hard spike by Tori Tedlock. And that's what you like to see. Very impressive there. Good power on that one. Makes it 14-9. Stover. Another good serve. And a collision between a few Bulldogs there. I believe that was Abby Miller that sent it out of bounds. It's 15-9. Coach Wesley not happy with that as that one hit by Hayes, telling her to get the ball up. She did, almost into the goal. Basketball goal, that is, and Katie Simpson could not get that one. Went for the diving save and could not find it. 15-10. Columbus on top by 5. Nice diving save by Simpson. Hit over by Lopp. Good collection there from Columbus to save it. And that one out of bounds off a couple of different Titans. Makes it 15-11. So once again, Galena trying to crawl themselves back into this one. It is Kendall Hunt back deep to serve. There's Long, sets it up for Lopp, and that one tried to be saved by Riley Boyce, but once again, hit out of bounds, makes it 16-11. Served by Lopp. Wow, diving save by Sturgis. Long hits it over, but it is blocked by Russell. Good block there, nobody home to find it for the Titans. That makes it 16-12. 4-point ball game, Columbus on top. That one hit over the net barely. I'm not sure if that was Meyer on the serve or not. Wouldn't surprise me. That one might have cracked a light. Careful on how high the ball's going. Nice spike by Katie Simpson. She gets it over, makes it 17-12. 5-point lead for the Titans. I believe Gracie Major will replace Tori Tedlock in the lineup. That one set up by Minor, blocked by Simpson. I believe it was out of bounds, though, on the block. Well, they gave him the point to the Titans. I thought there would have been more of a cheer on that one. Really? Yeah, no, they took it off. Could be 17-13. Make that 18-13. As I'm typing in these scores, I miss what's happening going on in the game. Good thing crowd reactions are telltale signs in a game. Nice hike by Russell, and she knew it immediately. She didn't even have to turn her back. Or she turned her back, immediately after she saw it. Makes it 18-14. Galena trying to stay alive in this one. That one cannot be saved by the Titans, and now a 3-point game, 18-15. Columbus still on top by 3, and that serve from Russell straight into the net. Columbus back on top by 4 now. From 20-15. Off that point from Columbus. That one hit over by Katie Simpson, I believe. Blocked by Lopp, and Galena could not contain it. 21-15. Columbus inching their way closer to winning this one. Walking out with the varsity win on senior night. Should be a sweep, actually, considering JV won 2. And a hard hit from Simpson. Seems like every time I praise them, they shoot themselves in the foot a little bit, but that's all right. They've still got a decent lead. Lead by 5. It will be Dakota Bennett back deep to serve for Galena. Nice strong hit over. Nice save from Tedlock. Hit over by KT Lop, and nobody home for Galena. Makes it 22-16. Back to a 6-point game. Sturgis. Oh. Man, that was Haley Hayes that just didn't have enough power on the hit. 23-16 Titans. Just a few unfortunate errors for Galena tonight. There's Miller, sets it over. There's Lop, sends it over for Columbus. Off the hit from Colson. There's Riley Boyce with a nice spike and kill. Makes it 23-17. And that spike right into the net by Haley Hayes. Galena keeps it alive. Surprising there. Nice spike over by Ruby Stover, but saved by Riley Boyce. That one blocked by Lop off the spike from Miller. Or attempted spike. Long sets it up. Mooney will set it up once again for KT Lop. That one saved by Hayes. Sent over by Fields. Well, actually sent over by Sturgis, excuse me. Ray was going to go over. Nice spike from Lop, and Boyce attempted to save it, but could not. It went off her hand out of bounds. Makes it 24-17, and this could be it. Could be game point. Ruby Stover back deep to serve. That one's sent over and out of bounds, and 25-17, Columbus will claim set 3. And that should do it for the ball game. Columbus wins it 3-0 over the Galena Bulldogs here on senior night. Nice, impressive win for the Titans, but a couple of good younger Bulldogs in there I think are going to be key coming up in the next few years for this team. And that's something that I think both sides will definitely look forward to. We'll take a quick break and come back with an abbreviated version of the Optic Communications post-game show, where we'll talk about the upcoming schedule. And for the first time tonight, or for the first time, we're actually going to preview the winner a little bit from what we know so far. Back in 2 minutes. This is Titan Volleyball.
Optic Communications has stood the test of time. Born from the pioneers of connectivity in 1905, they're built on a rich history with roots stretching deep. Just like Optic Communications' 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. Optic's employees are local, friendly, and fast to respond. Optic Communications, built for the future, with a foundation firmly in Columbus. Learn more at optic-communications.com.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Back here to Titan Fieldhouse on the Optic Communications post-game show here on Columbus Sports Live. Optic's roots run deep, just like their 100% buried fiber, making them the fastest, most reliable internet provider in the region. To learn more about everything Optic has to offer, visit opticcommunications.com. Optic Communications was the provider of the internet services for tonight's broadcast. Of course, looking at tonight's game, Columbus wins it in 3 sets. Very impressive performance as this team kind of gets ready for sub-state. Coming up the bracket, we'll try to pull that up for you momentarily. I didn't even think to look at that, but now that we actually have the time, we'll pull up the sub-state information for volleyball, where it's going to be held, things like that. It will be held at Riverton this year. Columbus, see what dates. Saturday, October 21st will be sub-state for Columbus at Riverton High School, which is not good because Riverton's on a roll with their several back-to-back really nice years, and they have been like unable to be stopped, especially in CNC play and in sub-state. So it'll be interesting to see. But obviously Columbus, with 3 wins tonight, have tied their most wins ever in a season, which was 14. They need one more win on the year, and they will have broken the school record for most wins in a season at 15. So something to look at. That was something Coach Layson was talking to me about before the game. So that will be Saturday, October 21st. If you have the opportunity to go out to Riverton High School, make sure you do. It should be a very fun afternoon, even if you're not interested in Columbus volleyball. Go out and cheer them on anyway. You know, I think, like we're talking earlier in the pregame show, I think it's very important to get, the groups and stuff out there and get everybody, give everybody some attention. Excuse me. And make sure everybody gets credit where credit is due, because, like I said, it doesn't happen for everybody. Not everybody does get attention, but they should. And I think that's the key thing, is that everybody should get, in some form or another, some form of attention in media in general. Like I said, there's some sports we do not cover. For example, soccer, because it's junior varsity, girls tennis, we quite literally do not have room in the schedule. And I don't know if they play varsity schedule or not, but tennis is really hard to film. The setup's not very good, and, tennis courts never really have press boxes. So that's always something that you think about. And so certain things like that are definitely, I forgot my words. Certain things like that obviously prohibit us from broadcasting sports like that. Soccer, another one where it's, sure, up in the Frontier League where everything's turfed and nice facilities and stuff like that. It's hard to get those broadcast in, and it's unfortunate because I would like to cover as many sports as we can. It's just, limitability. Obviously volleyball, we can't get many games in. That's why we tend to cover so much softball in the spring. Number one, I love softball, but number two, it makes up for the lack of girls coverage in the fall, since we cover football and all boys. So it's nice to do these games. Obviously I love football, but it's nice to get in a volleyball game once in a while. It helps out the program. It makes it look a little better. And for people that can't make it to the games, they get to watch it. And like I said, I think hopefully we got a little more coverage tonight than we did at the Southeast game. Obviously, this is a more important game at senior night. And so to win on senior night 3-0 is certainly something for these girls. And hopefully it'll give them some confidence going into regionals. It would definitely be nice to get some regional coverage. I just don't know if that's going to happen. It's at Riverton this year, not at one of the stations that we cover. Who knows? Maybe we'll get regional coverage. Maybe we won't. Like I said, tune in to... It's gone. Tune in to the Varsity Sports Live webpage, where you can find all information regarding local games. We'll preview some games going on around the area on Friday night, and then we'll get out of here. We're also going to talk about the winter schedule coming up in just a minute, too. But Baldwin will take on Osawatomie. Baxter will take on Frontenac. We will take on Colgan, which will be our homecoming. So a lot of festivities I know going on at the school this week. Been talking to the kids about it. They're excited. I'm excited. Should be a fun day. And then, of course, it's always more fun when Columbus Days follow it. Not fun for band kids, because they've got to do the homecoming parade and the Columbus Day parade at 9 o'clock, and then a band performance in between for the halftime show. So not fun for them, but for everybody else, should be a fun weekend. Obviously, Columbus Day is taking place the next day. Baldwin is, we already covered that. Eudora is at Schlegel. Galena is at Parsons. Girard will be taking on Iola. Lewisburg is at Tonganoxie, and Paola is taking on Spring Hill. So those are some games going on tomorrow. around the area. We try to provide you as much coverage as we can, but, like we said, football really comes before these sports in terms of what the viewers want. I don't control that. It's just kind of how it works. And basketball, we also hope to get some stuff, and that's what we're getting ready to talk about. There are 2 tournaments this year. The way there is a Liberal tournament, and from looking at the schedule briefly, the way it works is that the girls will play here at Columbus, and the boys will play in Liberal. I don't know how that works. My plan, as of right now, is to cover the first game on the girls' side here, and then we'll cover another game because it's a 2-day tournament. We'll cover the second game at Liberal. And then other than that, we pretty much got the same schedule back. So this should be good. Should be an interesting winter season. Like I said, we're just trying to get these crowd mic issues fixed. I think we had crowd noise tonight. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. Like I said, I think we have crowd noise, but honestly, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's late. It's 8:13, and I'm hungry. So that'll wrap it up for the Optic Communications postgame show and this broadcast tonight. I want to thank everybody so much for joining and watching. We will be back on Friday with homecoming festivities. Pregame will begin at 6:20 that night because we've got interviews, homecoming, all that stuff to get through. So pregame will begin. The broadcast will begin at 6:10, pregame at 6:20, so we can fit all that in. You'll hear from both coaches, more than likely. As long as I do my job, you'll hear from Sean Seamatter and Blake Burns. And like I said, it should be a fun night, and stick around for it. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining us tonight here for this awesome Pink Out Senior Night for Titan Volleyball. Until Friday night, thanks for watching, and good night.
Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by